Everybody had a fabulous day today. And before we get into today's exciting lecture, please hit my subscribe button and hit my notification button. Support and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And with that being said, let's get down to today's exciting lecture. I've been wanting to do a lecture on this topic for a while now. The focus of this lecture is going to be tips to survive and thrive in a job you dread going to. Tips to survive and thrive in a job you dread going to. You know, I was in a conversation recently with one of my subscribers in a natural environment, and we were engaged in dialogue in reference to how to survive and thrive in a job you dread going to. You're feeling bored, uninspired, unappreciated, cranky, and just can't wait to get the heck out of there in terms of with that job that you own right now. The person may even be dragging yourself out of bed most mornings, dread going to work, and can't stand your boss. Maybe you've been dreaming of being your own boss and training for a new career in your spare time, or focusing on a side gig that's just starting to show some promise. But what you do in the meantime, how do you survive a job that you dread, or for some people even hate? Well, it is possible to survive in a job you dread going to or can't stand anymore. You just need to have the right mindset and some strategies to turn that offered job into an opportunity to position yourself for future success. And I'm here to tell you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce 5 tips to not only survive but thrive until you are able to make your escape. Because bottom line, no matter what situation you're in, bills got to still be paid, and I'm here to tell you. So pay attention. So these 5 tips that I'm going to present. Number 1, shift your focus. The first and most important thing is to actually have a goal in mind to escape your current job. So rather it's switching to another job, being your own boss, joining the military, or in retirement mode, you gotta identify your goal up front. You know, everybody's agenda is different. Then the next step is working towards that goal. Next, develop an escape plan and timeline. Because every goal should have a deadline. Finally, the last step is to focus on that goal every day that you come to work. You should be thinking about how you're going to use your work day to get closer to your goal, such as utilizing your breaks, your lunch time, or slow time to complete specific steps to get you closer to that goal and get you closer to that goal. And I'm here to tell you, such as making phone calls, developing a strategic plan on paper, such as establishing goals. You know, the goals should have, every goal should have measurable objectives, meaning steps, and a projected due date for goal completion. You know, and all that can simply be written down on a piece of paper. You can write those goals down. You can write those measurable objectives, meaning specific steps that link to that goal with a due date on paper. Networking, you may want to update your resume or etc. So if you focus on your ultimate goal rather than the temporary situation that you're in, then you will feel better and the days won't seem so long and endless. Number 2, focus on skill development. The next strategy is to focus on developing the skills that are going to make you more marketable in your next job or career. For example, if your dream career involves public speaking, use your workplace to develop that skill. Start volunteer to speak at company events and conferences so you can practice and hone in on those skills that can be transferable to your next career. If your ideal job is to be an event planner, find ways to plan events for your company so that you can learn the ropes. If you're thinking of starting your own business, find out what you need to do to enroll in a business course. Getting education doesn't always necessarily mean you have to go and get a full-fledged degree. You can just enroll in a business course and complete that course, or take an online business course, or attain mentorship from someone who is successful at exactly what you are trying to do. Because remember, where focus goes, your energy will flow. And I'm going to say that again. Wherever your focus goes, your energy will flow. If you focus on developing skills rather than serving time, the time in your current job will go much more quicker. Number 3, get as much training as you can on them. And what I mean by on them, meaning on the job. Many companies will invest in training their employees, so take advantage of that if you're in the position to do that. If your current position involves online marketing and you're planning on selling t-shirts online in the future, consider asking your supervisor for training on WordPress. This example would be a win-win situation because it will benefit you in your current job and your future business. If your company offers educational benefits, use them to make yourself more marketable. Even if it's a small amount, you can potentially take a class at a community college or even online. And I'm here to tell you. Number 4, try to make your current position as comfortable as possible. So for example, if you're eating at your desk every day and never leave the office, go outside to eat your lunch. Sitting at your desk all day, staring at the computer or not leaving your work area isn't going to make the time pass more quickly. So start setting boundaries. If you're working 60 plus hours a week, stop, because you gotta maintain that work-life balance. There is no way that you can work yourself to the bone and still have the mental and physical well-being in order to enhance yourself, to develop yourself, and also to develop a strategy plan to exit out of that job to your next career. So you're going to need to utilize that energy and utilize that time. You're going to need all of that to move on to the next phase in your life and your new career. In short, start putting yourself first. And number 5, work on your personal brand. No matter what your next step looks like, honing your personal brand and gaining visibility is always beneficial. This is a good time to attend networking events, schedule luncheons with contacts in your future field. This is a perfect time to start a blog, a YouTube channel, and keep building on it as a way to establish your personal brand. Start designing your website and consider what other media channels you will use to promote it. Remember that your brand is about you. So be genuine is very important. It's important to be the real you and keep building on your strengths, because you got to build that brand. It's going to take time to nurture it, to cultivate it, and to develop it. Just like the latter part of next year, I will be 100% retired. So I'm spending, as I'm offboarding, although I'm going to have my retirement checks hitting me, but I'm beginning to, for the now, it'll be 2 years that I've been really honing in and cultivating, my YouTube channel. I've written a book. My book has recently hit major bookstores. So I'm doing things that I'm going to be able to earn passive income from stuff that I am developing. I'm establishing my brand as I offboard and get ready to retire from the workforce. And, with my primary job, I'm working 40 hours a week, but I make a point. I have an hour lunch break. I make a point every day to get out of the building. That's my time. I utilize my break time. If I'm come up with a concept for my YouTube channel, I'm jotting down those concepts. So I'm using my breaks. I'm using my lunch hour to hone in and cultivate and to nurture and to develop my YouTube channel. And, and all of that, doing all of that, really makes it easier for me to stay focused as I offboard and getting ready to retire from my full-time job the latter part of next year. Because, to be honest with you, I'm full circle in my career. I'm, as a licensed clinical addiction specialist, I've been full circle in that career. That chapter in my life is full circle. And I'm just really, with the mindset I have, I'm just really looking forward to starting a new chapter in my life, reclaiming 40 hours of my life. I will not have to hit another time clock for the rest of my life. And I'm looking forward to, smelling the roses, traveling, cultivating my YouTube channel. Who knows? I may write another book. And what keeps me motivated and going to work for the next year is I'm doing many things outside of that job to cultivate and nurture Marie Holiday brand versus, the company brand that I'm here to tell you. And I'm telling you, these tips really do work. I have used this strategy. I've been really offboarding in retirement mode now for over 3 years. And I'm telling you, it makes it easier for me to get up and go to work and still do what I need to do and be productive, because I'm also taking care of myself, self-care, and looking forward to starting a whole new chapter in my life. Don't get me wrong, I still do my job, but at the same time, I strike a balance and utilize my breaks and my lunch hour to cultivate and nurture and develop my YouTube channel, to come up with concepts, to come up with topics, and etc. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all got something out of this. And please do not forget, hit my subscribe button, hit my notification button. And if the audience is aware, my book title, Awake Financial Freedom, has hit all major bookstores. This is a must-read book in regards to where I dove deep and share with the audience my testimony on how I rose from financial destruction to complete financial freedom. This book can be purchased from all major bookstores worldwide. You can also purchase it online from Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, Apple iTunes, Google Play. This is a must-read book. The hard copy of the book is $12.95. The ebook version of the book is $9.95. This is a must-read book. You will not be disappointed. So with that being said, that's all I have. Simplify, Simple Fidelis, and I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great evening.